A potentially fatal gas leak makes residents sick at a dorm on the UB North campus in Amherst. And tonight, we are investigating why the building had no CO detectors. Good evening, everyone. It's known as the silent killer.
Carbon monoxide always cause for alarm, which is what happened at UB, forcing the evacuation of a North Campus dormitory. Now, students became sick, and today we learned the building had no CO detectors. News 4's Lou Raguse is live from Amherst with the latest on this. Lou?
Well, Jackie and Don, by New York Fire Code, the building is required to have carbon monoxide detectors, and UB officials thought it had two. But after the incident, they went to check and couldn't find them. And they say have no idea what happened to the detectors. At first, it seemed like a normal fire drill, but University of Buffalo students in the Richmond Quad soon learned Sunday night's evacuation was serious.
We didn't know what was going on. I kind of didn't want to go back in my room because I was scared.
The cause for alarm was a carbon monoxide leak. At 8:30, two students felt nauseous and drove themselves to urgent care. Medical staff suspected carbon monoxide poisoning, and that's just what firefighters found at the dorm. This carbon monoxide meter reads 0 parts per million now, but Sunday night in the boiler room, the source of the leak, it read 1,000 parts per million. Those levels concentrated in the boiler room could cause death within 2 hours. Fire department sources say levels where students were present topped 300 to 400 parts per million, high enough to become life-threatening after 3 hours of exposure. The boiler room causing the leak had improper ventilation. Instead of piping the CO out of the building, it was seeping inside. 7 students needed medical attention.
This could have been a very serious incident. We're extremely fortunate that nobody was seriously hurt. This is the first time that we can recall this ever happening on our campus.
The other problem, the dorm's 2 carbon monoxide detectors were mysteriously missing.
But when we went looking for them today, we could not find them. We don't know what happened if someone removed them.
That part has students disturbed.
That's very scary to know.
It seems a little sketchy. Yeah. I mean, you'd think they'd be a little more diligent about that kind of stuff, because especially like I heard it was like a boiler or something, you'd think like they'd be watching those a little bit more carefully.
I hope that UB takes more precautions and that they check that stuff regularly and they add more carbon monoxide detectors for our safety.
Well, UB sure is adding more carbon monoxide detectors.